Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys are having a good night. All right, so we got some donations in. The first person is Philomena. So, Philomena ordered ahead of time, she pre ordered. So, she will be first after the free list, and no one can skip ahead of her. Donations are open. Mature, I am getting a yes, Queen of Cups. He feels you deserved better than that. Maston, all you have to do is post your question. Hi, Sophie. Hey, Svetlana. Sophie, I'm getting a yes, 7 of Wands. Amy, yes, 9 of Cups. Sorry you're not feeling well. Bria, I'm getting a yes, 4 of Cups. Svetlana, I'm getting a no, 5 of Pentacles. A no, 5 of Pentacles. My Friday has been nice. I was able to really kind of relax for a couple hours before working. You typically have your normal stuff like your housework and dishes and laundry. That's pretty much on a constant loop. But outside of that, I felt like I was able to kind of turn my brain off for a couple hours before this. So that was really nice. Galilea. I have a yes, Knight of Cups, Galilea. Rashima, yes, I did get married in November of last year. Thank you so much. Rashima, is this your question on the screen? James, I got your donation. Amy, I got your donation. Okay, this is for Rashima. Rashima, I am getting a yes. I have the Sun and the 4 of Pentacles. So maybe good news surrounding money, confidence, positivity, abundance. children. Maston. Let's see. Maston, I'm getting a yes. I have the world. This indicates the end. Um, and I also have justice, which indicates that any karmic balances have, or any karmic like situations have been balanced. So this might have been a karmic partner potentially for you. Hi, Nisha. You're welcome, Mature. It's nice to see some new faces tonight. If you are new here, welcome in. Ray, I am getting a yes. 2 of Cups. Nisha, I'm getting a no. Knight of Swords. Be the Pisces. I'm getting a no. 8 of Swords. You're welcome, Galilea. We Vibes. I'm getting a yes. Ace of Pentacles. Afsane, I have a maybe. This is the Fool. I think it's too soon to tell. Sag Girl. I have a yes, Sag Girl. Page of Cups. To be, yes. Queen of Swords. Nannies. I'm getting a no. Nannies. 5 of Wands. 4 of Swords. Rahul, I am getting a yes. 9 of Cups. You're welcome, We Vibes. Hi, Diamond. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You're welcome, Tubi. So, Michelle, as with all questions like this is a matter of free will. So, this is up to you, but I feel like it's favorable because I got the Sun card. So, that's a yes for me. Diamonds. I have a no. The Tower. It usually indicates that things need to be rebuilt or built back better, or maybe this just isn't the right conditions or the right I don't know. The Tower usually talks about things that weren't executed properly. They weren't gone about the right way, which leaves it very shaky ground and unstable conditions for a relationship. So this either indicates that unfortunately you guys would not be able to go back, or if you did, you would have to do things very differently. As far as a yes, no, I'm getting a no. James, James, I'm getting a maybe. Um, Looking at the top and bottom card, the Empress and Strength, I'm leaning towards a yes. You're welcome, nannies. You're welcome, Afsane. Raul, you're welcome as well. Hello, water. Okay, Sag girl. Um, Diamond, you're welcome. Water. I feel this is a yes. Water. I have the Fool, Two of Wands, and the Empress. Um, this indicates to me that this person is ignoring you, but it's not necessarily intentional. Like they're not targeting you specifically. I have the Four of Swords here, so that makes me feel like they're just kind of taking time for themselves. Maybe they're ignoring everyone, or maybe they just are needing some time to their self right now. So it's like, yes, they are ignoring you. They're not responding, but they're not doing it maliciously, or it's not calculated. It's not full on intentional to be doing this. You're welcome, everyone. James at a phone call. Okay, James, that sounds good. Sienna, you're welcome, Water. Sienna, I'm getting a yes. Seven of Pentacles. All right, guys, my free list is closed. I'm going to finish this up with Anna or Anna. If you did not get a chance to do a free question, I am offering a giveaway once we hit 25 likes on this live stream. So you have another chance at a free reading tonight with that. Make sure you guys are liking. This is definitely an achievable goal. I've done it many, many, many times. Sometimes you don't hit the goal. It's okay. That happens. But we're very close already. And with that being said, I think we'll be doing a giveaway this evening. You're welcome, Sienna. James. Okay, that sounds good. Anna, right now I'm getting a no, the death card, but I think that this could shift as time goes on. I think that they would be open to it later on, but just not right now. James, I have your questions. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Sophie. You're welcome, Anna. Okay. So first on our list, we have Philomena. Philomena did a pre-order, so no skips for her. Philomena, if you're in here, feel free to check in. After that, we have James. James has left his question with me. Then we have Amy after that. And it looks like that is everyone as of right now. So, Philomena, I have you down for an in-depth reading. If that's correct, let me know, and what can we do for you tonight? Rashima, you mentioned children, and my daughter texted me. Oh my gosh! Just like while I was doing your reading, she texted you tonight. That's incredible. Wow, that's crazy. Very, very cool. Amy, you feel like you're getting sick on and off? Oh no, I'm sorry. That sucks. I noticed that if I'm feeling under the weather and it's like it feels like something's got a hold of me, but it's like not coming through as fully sick, but I still feel like off and not 100%. I noticed that if I take bone broth, tea, and make sure that I'm on top of my multivitamins, that usually can help. So, but I'm sorry, that sucks. Sometimes it's our body is just constantly trying to fight it off, and it just like depends on if it's gonna take over or not. What are Aaron Ramirez's intentions for me? Hey, IJ. Philomena, I was going to ask you if he was making moves on you because I have the Eight of Wands. And this indicates like something happens that kind of really catches you off guard. It kind of comes out of nowhere. Um, and this card talks a lot about like momentum and things kind of picking up pace maybe before you know it or realize it's going to happen. So that's funny because I was going to ask, I was like, is he has, and also like that card talks about taking action. So let's see. What are his intentions? So I feel like he's saying I want to open up this chapter again. The world is here, but the world usually indicates the end of a journey, and because it's the first card of your reading, it indicates that he wants to start something new with you, and essentially give more effort to the connection. We have Eight of Pentacles here, so I feel like he's trying to maybe prove himself potentially. Yeah, 100%. I have the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. So, Eight of Cups talks about walking away, and Ace of Swords talks about starting the conversation back up. So, I feel like he maybe wants to talk to you about how things have been between you guys, if there's any way that he can change that circumstance with you. Um, let's see. Maybe offer some clarity or ask for some clarity from you. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Philomena, I know that you guys have been friends, but has he been in a relationship? Do you know of like his anything about his love life at all recently? Because I have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it kind of makes me feel like he might have been in a connection with someone and that didn't go the way that he wanted it to. What does he want from this connection? What are his intentions? He has been single. Okay, so then that would make me feel like he wants to turn this around. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse talks about feeling they they want a long-term relationship, they want a life partner, they want a commitment, but they haven't had that yet, or they haven't gotten there yet, or again, another indication is they lost that person that they thought would be that person for them. So maybe potentially feeling with you. Okay, that's making sense. Okay. Um, this could be the holdup, actually. This could have been the block for your connection as well, because I have the Two of Swords, and this talks about a divided attention or divided loyalty. And so maybe having a hard time stepping forward into a connection with you while dealing with the remnants of the past. What are his intentions with her currently? What are his current intentions? What are his current intentions? So I think right now he's in it just for the hookup. He'll be putting more effort into maybe trying to get your attention, give you affection. That's the immediate future, is just maybe physical. Long term, what are we looking at? Long term intention. Long term intention from him for her, please. Long term intentions. You don't want to get hurt. Yeah, I got you. Hey, Anila, welcome up. Or welcome up. Welcome in. He's a tricky one, Philomena, because he's the type of person who wants a commitment. He wants a relationship, but he does not show up the way that he should for someone who wants that. And so I wonder if deep down he sabotages to stop himself from actually getting into the commitment. But it's confusing because it seems like he wants that. It seems like he wants a relationship. I think that you would do well keeping your distance from this person, because I don't want you to get hurt either. And when I ask like short-term intentions, I'm getting, Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, which indicates that he has like one thing in mind, hooking up. And then I'm like, what's the long-term intentions? And I have the Three of Cups and Temperance. And Three of Cups indicates like third party, and Temperance indicates like you'll be waiting a long time to get what you want out of this. So this is not necessarily the energy that I would encourage anyone to move forward into a connection with. You will see more effort from him. But I think that's just to maybe, I don't know, get what he wants out of this. Yeah, I think keeping it at friends, as your intuition is telling you, is the best option right now. Maybe it's just you he doesn't want to be in a relationship with. Let me see. Let me confirm that for you. Hold on. Right. And maybe it's a part of the challenge, part of the chase, to see if he can wear you down. Sometimes people are like that. It's not just you. I'm getting a no. I asked if it was just you that he didn't want a relationship with, and I'm getting a no. It has nothing to do with you. It's everything to do with him. Nine of Pentacles. He doesn't let people get too close. Okay, this is interesting. Sorry, guys, that's my husband. I'm getting an interesting message where Spirit is saying that Um, oh, fuck. Sorry. My phone distracted me. Spirit, can you tell me what that was again? I just legit lost it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it back. What was my thought process? We were talking about how it wasn't just you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Philomena. I completely lost it. Maybe I just wasn't supposed to say it. I don't know. But essentially, when it comes to him, I feel like he does everything he can to stop himself from getting what he wants ultimately. It was something along the lines of he stops his own happiness. Um, I'm so sorry. I feel like that was a divine message and I lost it. Um, but yeah, I feel like he essentially just wants to stop his own happiness. I think this has everything to do with him. I don't think this has anything to do with you. As far as wanting to be in a relationship. So, for example, it could be you and it could be 5 other women, and he would decline all of them as far as being in a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. I think it has everything to do with him, and what maybe he's yeah, I'm not sure. He said he's not a bad guy. I'm just looking for. Wait, he's not a bad guy. Just looking for sex. Wait, are you saying that's what you're looking for? Or are you saying that that's what he's looking for? Right, right. You're looking for something more than that. So I think follow your intuition with that one because you were dead on pretty much. Like, I think that you already had your thoughts and feelings about this. And that's definitely what I'm picking up as well. Um, yeah. Yeah, I think that he's just stopping himself. So before I start talking in circles, just to conclude, I feel like this is the type of person um, that is looking for. Oh, wait, that's okay. Hold on. I think it's coming back. It was something to do about sex. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I found it. I lost it and I found it. So basically, he's looking at sex as like a need, essentially, like if he's were to eat food or if he were to drink, like he feels like sex is like life sustaining. Like he feels like it's a need, not a want. Whereas a relationship is a want, not a need. So he views sex as like just another day. Like he views it as going out to dinner or having a drink of water. Like I feel like for him, he's like, this is a need. This is something I need to do or I need to have in life. Whereas a relationship is a want. So that's why because I was asking Spirit when I was shuffling, and that's where I lost it. I was asking Spirit why there's this ease with him to have sex with someone but not have a relationship, because I was confused about that. And they were saying that it's because he views it as a need, not a want. And he only gives himself what he thinks he needs, not what he actually wants or desires. So thank you, Spirit, for reminding me what I forgot. That's what I was going to say. So Philomena, hopefully that answers your questions. That's so crazy, Philomena. Yeah, he views it. And if that's the case, that could be why he's trying to hook up with you because you guys have this established relationship with one another and you have this, undertone of friendship and safety and security. And so I feel like if that is the case and he's not just going to sleep with anyone, it would make so much sense that if he feels this need to release, for lack of a better word, that he would choose you. It makes so much sense because I feel like he feels there's this level of intimacy already there within your connection. Thank you, Amy. We are 6 away from a free reading giveaway. So if you guys want to take the opportunity now to like this live stream, you'll help us get even closer to our goal, and then we'll be doing a giveaway. And it doesn't matter if, oh my God, IJ, I just saw your donation. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is probably like the largest donation I think I've gotten at one time before. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So, IJ, we have you after Amy. But as I was saying, is that I have a scrolling banner across the video right now, the live stream, and it's basically saying that once we hit 25 likes on this video, we will be doing a free reading giveaway. And whether you've donated, whether you've never gotten a reading from me before, whether you're new or you've been here and only gotten free readings, it doesn't matter. Anybody can participate. The only condition is you have to be present. So once I announce that we're going to be doing the giveaway, you have to be here so that way you can participate. IJ, that's awesome. I realize now that that's what you donated last night, and I'm grateful to you for that as well. I think it's just kind of took me back because I just didn't realize it, like, I don't know, all at once. It just looked really crazy to me, but I just appreciate you, so thank you again. Um, all right, let's get to James. James is next. Philomena, I do hope that I was able to conclude your reading for you to your satisfaction and that you were able to get some clarity there. Um, let me get to shuffling and then we're going to get to James here in just a second. I'm going to be on mute for just a few minutes, guys. I have to get something real quick and then I'll be right back. All right, thank you guys. No, I had mentioned before that I was going to step away for a second. All right, shuffling for James now. Oh, yeah. Did you guys not hear me say that? No, you're good. As long as you guys can hear the music in the background, but you don't hear me, then you're not going crazy because it means that your volume is working just fine. I just must be on mute. All right, James. All right, James, this is for you. I'm taking a look at the cards here. We have Strength, Justice, Five of Wands, Empress, Page of Swords, the Chariot. I'm being drawn to the influences in blocks because um it's saying yes, and the card is Page of Swords. So there could be like this protective influence, or keeping oneself guarded, um, or I don't know, because the Page of Swords also indicates like the need for patience and understanding in certain situations. Things might come up and interrupt things. So maybe there's like this influence of or feeling of like interruption or um and not in a big way, not like anything has changed between you guys, but just maybe it's just not the right time, or it just doesn't feel like the right time, or something has come up and made you feel like maybe I need to pump the brakes just a little bit. Again, nothing crazy, but there's just like kind of that influence of like, let me get more information before I make any sudden moves or something like that. But again, nothing bad. It's just that's kind of like the energy, and it's jumping out at me. I do like to see for her with the Empress being her intentions. That's really special. The Empress is like embracing the girlfriend role and wanting to kind of nurture that and see more of what that feels like. So that's coming from her. Um, I'm kind of getting from her like a very kind of flirty, cheeky, fun kind of energy. Like I feel like she's in a very like witty, fun and flirty. I don't know, like that's just the energy that I'm getting that she's putting towards this connection is just almost like she's got a secret And she's like really enjoying her time. Just sparkle in her eye, just something kind of magical. Let me see what's going on with her feelings. I do have the Five of Wands here. And this can talk about conflict with others. If it resonates for you, James, this is the times where I like to have you here for these readings to confirm or not, because then I have to give multiple interpretations. But if you guys have had a little bit of a disagreement lately, this could just be acknowledging that and residual feelings based there. And if that does not resonate for you at all, this would just indicate, because I got a clarifying card of the star, this would just indicate maybe her needing to put her like her inner conflict, or her just kind of like put things at ease, I guess, like in her mind, just try to like extinguish maybe any little fires that pop up, and these little fires of like anxiety or worry or stress or overthinking or whatever. It's like her needing to extinguish those things that surface for herself. So, or another interpretation that I'm hearing is that it could be maybe something bothered you and she was trying to help you with that. So if something has happened recently with you in particular, and maybe her just trying to help you through it or figure out how to help you through it. But her thoughts are very clear. I feel like with the Justice card here, it's indicating like clarity, fairness, truth, honesty, giving to this connection just a very like well-deserved open invitation, and really trying hard to, or not really trying hard, because trying hard kind of sounds like bad sometimes if I say it that way, but really just trying to allow things to just unfold, and really give things a chance is what it feels like to me. The overall energy is the Chariot. So this, and that's not the only card of overcoming obstacles or victory here. The Chariot is very successful, very direct, very straightforward. So there could be a lot of energy between the two of you where you really know where this is heading, or you can kind of see that you guys are almost to the other side. The Chariot's just very much focused on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So that's the overall energy here. So that is what I have for you, James. Let's look into your second question for you. All right, Patty's feelings and intentions towards you in the relationship following the wedding. Oh, I wish you were here because I'd ask you how the wedding went. Patty's feelings and intentions. It was funny because, James, you weren't here last night. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, he's actually not here. And I was like, wait, I think it was the wedding. And I remembered it. But then I was like, wait, am I second guessing myself? I don't know. Because usually you're here. So anyway, you were missed. I noticed that you weren't here last night. But I was thinking about you and hoping that you and Patty were having a good time. Patty's intentions towards the relationship following the wedding. Patty's feelings and intentions. This felt like a milestone, James, for your connection. I see here with the Six of Wands, like this is the card of public recognition. So people viewing you like as together, like, yeah, we're together. Like, this is my date. This is, we're an item, just being perceived that way. And I feel like it was all around smashing success, is what I feel like I'm getting from this. The Six of Wands, it just talks about winning, victory, success, things going really, really well, having fun. Six of Wands, feelings of, that's done and over with, and it went well, and it kind of feels like a milestone or a new level unlocked or something like that, because it indicates things getting easier from here on out. What are her intentions towards the relationship following the wedding? What are her intentions towards the relationship following the wedding? Faith in the future, seeing the potential, seeing the promise of your connection, really wanting to enjoy herself with you. You make her happy. I feel like a lot of happiness. Three of Wands is here twice now. And so I always talk about how the Two of Wands is like so like the Ace of Wands is when you're like, hey, it would be fun if we went to the Bahamas. That's Ace of Wands. And then Two of Wands is like, okay, well, now that I know that's where I want to go, let me start doing some research. Let me look up some flights, seeing how much things are going to cost. And then Three of Wands is like the actual planning and preparation. So then the ticket is bought, the passport's on the way, and you are going shopping like, oh, well, what kind of clothes should I wear when we go? What should I bring? That kind of thing. Or like actual prep. So packing your suitcase and all of that. So like, that's how I think of Ace of Wands. I don't know if anyone else thinks of it that way, but that's how I think of like Ace 2, 3, and as it goes on. And so the Three of Wands here indicates like that prep, that actual preparation. We're out of like the research planning stage, and we're actually physically doing something together. So when I look at that here, it's like her being more ready, like her bags are packed and she's like, I think I'm ready to do this thing. So I feel like it's just her readying herself, and preparing herself for an adventure with you. And that's really beautiful. I think that's really, really nice. Lots of introspection, contemplation, really kind of doing a lot of check-ins, I think, with herself here, and maybe even with you, with the Hermit, and spending, I would say, liking to spend more one-on-one time with you as well with the Hermit card. So that's what I feel about feelings and intentions. Let's look into the last question on your list here. How will things go for Patty and James romantically, and for the relationship if Myrtle Beach happens? All right, so as with the Philomena reading that I said earlier, the Eight of Wands here indicates like forward movement. So what does that tell me in a practical way? Putting the moves on each other, like making a move on one another. The Eight of Wands is like going for it, like saying, hey, let's do this thing. So I feel like the Myrtle Beach is where there's a lot of things that happen that are propelling your relationship forward. I'm looking at each wand as something different. So like maybe one of the wands is like you guys doing something together that you've never done for the first time. Maybe being physical with one another in a way that you've never been before. Maybe getting into, taking things to the next level as far as like a commitment goes. Just like different things. I feel like all of these ones are saying, hey, there's an opportunity here for you, and let's just move this thing along. Let's just get this party started. So there's just like this get it going energy of the Eight of Wands here. And I think with the Six of Swords here too, this indicating like the hard parts behind you. Now it's easy. Now it's fun. We also have the Death card, which talks about transitions and transformations. So multiple themes here indicating that you guys are going to utilize this trip as a way to move through and into the next phase, I guess you would call it, of your relationship. We have lots of romance here, expressing your feelings, Knight of Cups, um, kind of picking each other's brain, essentially, like having heart to heart conversations. I feel like maybe planning romance with one another, or like a romantic evening or multiple evenings. So maybe you think ahead of like, what can I do on this night that would make this night very special? And then just kind of like, making some kind of romantic gesture for her while on the trip. I also see just like feeling a lot of closeness. So, like, kind of going back to what I said about heart to hearts, but also physical closeness. Um, you guys just have this opportunity on this trip to not really worry about life, not worry about, are my bills paid? Is this taken care of? Is that taken care of? Oh, I've got to work the next day. Trying to find time with each other and like the pockets of life, because you have all other responsibilities and obligations. Like this trip would literally be like, turn everything off and let's turn ourselves towards each other. Like, let's turn away from everything and turn towards one another. And we don't have to worry about like outside life. So this is a great trip for you guys to just have fun, worry free, stress free, just do your damn thing and have a good time. And I think that that allows so much room for spontaneity and um, just openness, because you're not shutting yourself down due to these other things that typically could get in the way. So I think it's just a lot of fun that you guys have overall, but I think that there's a closeness that's shared. And with the transition of the Death card and the movement of the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords, kind of like your rite of passage, like this has been a long time coming, it does feel momentous. It feels like you guys come back saying that something is different, something has changed for the better between you guys. So that's what I've got for you, James. Hopefully you enjoyed your readings with me, even though you're listening to the playback. Next, we have Amy. So, Amy, I have you down for 3 mini readings. Is that right? Perfect. All right. So, Amy, whenever you're ready, just post. After Amy, we have IJ. Okay, Amy, hold on. Let me read your question. Okay, I was a little. So I read everything out of order, and I was like, I'm curious, just want to know, and then I was like, wait, what are we talking about? But now I understand. So, okay, brother's friend Jacob. All right, brother's friend Jacob. Brother's friend Jacob. What does he view? How does he view and feel towards Amy? Does he know about the loss that you have recently had? So the reason I'm asking is because I have the Eight of Swords. It's like this feeling of restriction, this feeling like you're going through something and he can't really like do anything about it. Like feeling like his hands are tied, feeling like it's not his place or something like that, or he's not allowed. It's something along those lines. Watching you go through what you've been through recently. And I feel like there's like this desire to kind of extend help. Ew, I think I see a spider in my house. Oh my god, that's gonna distract me, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can kill it. It's not close to me, but bleh. Hold on. I'm sorry, Amy. I will not be able to focus on your reading. You said he's a biker too. You told him. I know. It's like very high up though, so I don't want it to fall on me. Hold on. Let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna try to use one of Brennan's shoes. I don't understand why they always have to be in these like complicated ass spots. Like anytime you see a spider, they're in like a corner somewhere where you can't really reach them, or they're high up on the wall. They always find a way to make it like so complicated. So freaking gross. Guys, I don't know what to do. I can't reach it. It's like hiding. I think it knows I'm out to destroy it. Oh, sorry. Why is this my life? My husband literally put it in the vows, in our wedding vows, that he will kill every bug for me. And he's not home. God, I just hate this so much. It's in this like corner that I just cannot get to. I'm too short for this. Oh, okay, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Look, Amy, I'm gonna do your reading, but if this thing comes back out, I'm gonna have to get up and kill it. Okay. Anyways, back to the reading. I'll let you know. It's hiding right now, so I'll let you know if I see it again. Back to your reading. What is a palmetto bug? Ew, I just looked that up. That looks so gross. Blech. I hate bug spray. I hate like the fumes. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so Amy, back to what I was saying for you. So I feel like he kind of knows that you're going through something. And he's saying, like, I wish I could help. I wish I could offer some type of comfort to her, but I feel like I'm not allowed to, or it's not my place. And also, like, in regards to how he is viewing you, he views you as, even though you're going through something right now, he's saying that you're still just like an incredibly generous person. He's looking at you as like super kind. And like just a very loving and nurturing person. So that is how he's viewing you. But let's see. Let's take a look at feelings. How is he feeling? Ew! That sounds so gross. This whole thing is just making me so itchy. Ugh. Ew, I hate this feeling. I hate it. How does he feel towards her? Hey James, welcome in. Thank you for liking. We'll be doing a giveaway soon, guys. How does he feel towards her? Despite bugs being an issue. We got 25 likes. And of course, now my cat is over there right now, and he's a black cat. And I'm like, I swear to God, if this spider falls on him right now, I'm going to freak out. So, Amy, there is an attraction here for you because I have first of all wands, 2 of wands, 5 of wands, ace of wands as far as feelings go. But ace of wands is what I'm really honing in on because this indicates attraction. This indicates feeling like you are desirable. I'm almost getting like forbidden. There's like this feeling of feeling restricted. Can't really go there with you, and I think that's what adds to the excitement, I suppose. Um, because it's almost like feels forbidden. You know what I mean? God, why isn't Brendan home? Um, so I think that with the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands, this feels like to me that they're kind of just waiting it out. I think they're just kind of biding their time. Um, I think that there is attraction and affection towards you, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I don't think there is anything to be done about it. But if something were to happen, I wouldn't say no. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see, is the mindset here. At least he's not an orange cat. They want all the smoke. Oh my God. I know. My sister has an orange cat. And I was a foster of an orange, and there's something else. The thing is that my cats, they love bugs and they love playing with them, but instead of killing them, they just fuck with them. So here I am going, great. Thank you for letting me know there's a bug in my house. Can you do something about it? And they're just playing with it. They literally will leave it alive and let it get away. I'm like, what are you good for? What are you good for? Like, I feed you, I give you love and attention, and we buy you toys and give you treats, and you do not earn your keep. So now spiders and beetles and earwigs are getting away because you just want to play with them and you don't want to kill them. So I don't know what they're good for. I really don't. Bodhi, stop it. So, Amy, if you want to post your second question. When people first see an encounter, I use a diabolical kitties not doing their job. I know. I'm like, what are you freaking good for, man? When people encounter me, what is the aura vibe I give off or appear as? Like my appearance or demeanor. Okay. Let's shuffle and see. So, Amy, okay, so I know that you're asking like an energy that you give off, but you said aura, and immediately when I read that word, I was getting like a color. So it's like a peachy pink vibe that I get from you. And so people who can see auras will probably tell you like a peachy pink. Um, I don't know what that means as far as a color goes, but I think it's warm. I think it's inviting. I think it's soft and sweet. It's very feminine. What do people see when they first encounter her? What's the aura and vibe? What's the aura and vibe? I'm also getting some yellow too, Amy. You could definitely be a yellow for some people. Hmm. So the first thing that's coming through is your figure, and I know you're looking for vibes, okay? But your figure is something that's noticed, so that's something that comes through at first. Um, I know I feel like there's an aspect to you that's very appealing physically. And I feel like people are noticing that. That's like one of the first things that they notice. So, with that being said, it's very womanly shape. Funny enough, it's one of your favorite colors. Pastel peach is one of your favorite colors. That's cool. Bestie Angelica has called you a sun child. You like the warmer weather. So you are the type of person that gives off the energy of enjoying beauty, being of beauty and enjoying beauty. So with that, I would say people look at you as like a very artsy type of person. There's aspects to you that you give off of like, there's some people that are very like practical and routine and pragmatic and analytical and very structured, and then there's some people that give off like I'm artsy and like I like making art, I like creating art, I like viewing art, I like celebrating unique individuality. And I feel like you fall in that category. Like they would look at you and say, oh, this is the type of person. Oh, hold on, I think I have my chance. Hold on. Alert. All right, buddy, sorry, you gotta go. I got one chance. Get ready to hear me scream. Oh, wait. I was brave. I was brave. I did it. Look at that, guys. Readings and a show. God, I hate that. I hate that so much. Almost done. Okay, I'm back. So proud of you. Thank you. Ah, I feel so strong. So masculine. One of the funnier moments. If only I was on camera. Terrifying. Blech. I just hate it. I hate every part of that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourself. So anyway, back to your reading, Amy. Is that you get that vibe of like um Well, we've already talked about it, so I don't want to like reiterate, but you know how I mentioned like that childlike energy? And then you have like the artsy kind of energy. So I think people, I don't know if it's the way you dress, the way you accessorize, or just your warmth itself. You also have a unique, I keep mentioning back to like a unique look to you, and that gives off like more childlike vibes. So usually when we're kids, oh, that's actually really sweet. Spirit is saying you give off very happy energy, very sweet and loving energy. And they're saying that if you're stressed about anything, you don't show it off the bat, especially when people first meet you. They're saying that that's something you would bury down deep. People see more like the happiness, like, um, I don't think, because you know, like if you're a kid, you have your own problems as a child, but I wouldn't say you have the stress the way that an adult would. Um, unless of course you're forced into a situation or environment that would make you that way and grow up really fast. So in the same way that children have this like innocence and this wonder and imagination and creativity, I feel like that's the energy they get from you. So they might perceive immediately like, oh, you're younger than you are. They might think, oh, when you tell them your age, they might be like, oh shit, oh wow, I didn't know, I thought you were way younger, you know, so it might take them aback, to think that you are the age that you tell people that you are, because you might come across a younger age. Um, all right, one more card here. What is the aura like? Okay, so they're also saying that you give off a visionary energy, whereas that you are the person in the world, and as people get to know you, you allow people to see things that might be hard for them to see. So I think that's why you're really good creatively. I keep seeing your hair. I don't know if that's something that, I'm sorry, I'm going like sidetracked, but I'm getting like the your hair is something that they're noticing more lately. I don't think this is something that's always been a thing, but your hair is something that's standing out. But back to what I was saying is, I think that's why you're a creative person, is because you help people see what they can't normally see. Like, like for instance, if you watch like a HGTV show, for example, and they're like, this is what we want to do over here, this is what we want to do over here, can you see what I'm saying? Like, this is what we want to do. And the person's like, I can't see it, I can't envision it, like whatever it is you're saying right now, I can't see it. Like, you're describing it, but I don't know, like I can't picture it in my head. And it's not until they see something like in a drawing where they're like, oh, that's what you meant, okay, I see it now, I get it. So there are certain people out there that can just have such a vivid, wild imagination that they could almost like go into their imagination, and it's like their own world. Like, it's like, and then there's some people out there that could never do something like that. So I feel like you are the type of person, that's why you have this creative ability. That's why you draw. That's why you are into the arts and things like that, is because you are meant to give vision to people who can't see it. Um, and so I feel like they look at you as someone who, is helpful, but also someone who is kind of, what is the word, extraordinary, like a basically doing something that other people can't do comes so naturally and easily to you that it's wondrous, that people are like, wow, this is crazy. So yeah, just like a very artistic, soft, feminine, imaginative, childlike. For some reason your hair is in there. um, your physical body is something that stands out. um, just a uniqueness to you, just a very artsy, get along with other people, very nice, um, kind of energy. So I feel like it's just a lot to take in with you, but um, Yeah, super, super sweet. So, what is your last question for your mini reading? Oh, your hair is something that they noticed? Okay, since you were a kid, because I was like, I'm getting hair, but I wasn't sure if that was like a recent thing or not. They'll look for your hair first. That's so funny. What is it about your hair that makes people notice it? That's such a nice, sick ass message. Yeah, we're about to do a giveaway in a minute. After I'm done with Amy's reading, we're going to do a giveaway. So if you guys want to sit tight for that, that would be what I would recommend. Um, I was replaying some memories of Eli and I when he was Earthside, doing our zoo light state. What all was he feeling and thinking during that entire time? I wonder if he felt it felt like magic to him too. Aww. Long, wavy, textured. Okay, got you. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm known for my hair too. That's what people know me as, from my hair. Like, it's just like the one thing I get the most compliments on before anything else. No, you did not miss it, James. We're finishing up Amy's reading and then we'll be doing it. Yeah, that is cool, Amy. It's definitely very, very cool. That's how my husband feels. He has a literal mane. He has a beard that connects to his hairline and his hair. I mean, I just recently cut it, but his hair was like almost down to his butt. It was so long, and I recently cut it, so it's just like past his shoulders now. But that's how he feels too, and he's a Leo sun. Yes, he has the best hair ever. It's probably 2 or 3 times thicker than my hair. Um, it's like perfect too. It's like it doesn't really ever get frizzy. It's silky soft. It's like got a wave to it, but it's not pin straight and it's not super curly. It's just like perfect. So I'm hoping that our kid together, with between my kinky, tight, super curly hair and his hair, and us just both being known for our hair, I'm hoping our kid has like an amazing head of hair, somewhere like with a wavy curl pattern. All right. What was Eli thinking during this zoo light state? What was Eli thinking during the zoo light state? Bubble butt. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. My husband has perfect eyebrows, and I just don't understand it. What was he feeling during the zoo light state? Okay, so I specifically asked if it felt like magic, and he said yes. But it was such a special moment. It was like he didn't know how to process it. So I don't know if you understand this sentiment, but when everything is just so amazing and so perfect and so magical and so beautiful, it almost makes you sad because you think, how can it ever get better than this? And knowing that this moment isn't going to last is very sad. Like, I sometimes, I can personally get so overwhelmed and overswept with love for someone or something that it makes me emotional. Like, I can't handle how much love that I have for someone. And it's like I should just be enjoying the moment. I should just be present. But sometimes I get so swept up in my feelings of like the concentration of love is just too much to handle. And I think that's kind of what it was like for him with the concentration of happiness, is that it was almost like a foreign thing to him. It was not something that he was used to feeling, just pure peace and happiness. And so with that, there was this feeling of bittersweetness. There was this feeling of sadness. It's like, I don't think Eli ever really knew how to allow himself to just be present, to just feel, to just be in the moment. It was always just this, like, do I deserve this? I don't know. It's like this feeling of like overthinking. So while he felt that magic, right? While he felt that peace, it was also like met with this feeling of sadness, and he didn't really know where it was coming from. I don't know if he just like was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Um, and I have the Two of Cups here. So I feel like it's like just such a beautiful moment. It was a great memory. I kept his face in my hands trying to see how cold his cheeks were. Yeah, I mean, it was just, it was a really special, cherished moment. And I think that he would tell you, if he was still Earthside, that this is something that, is a great memory for him. I just feel like he didn't really know how to associate good, peaceful, happy feelings without this feeling of impending doom. Like, he always was just waiting for the other shoe to drop, for something to go wrong. He never really let himself like fully feel the moment. So, if you want to know if he was feeling the same things you were feeling, I can say yes, he was. I just think that you let yourself enjoy every single second with him, and, not to speak to your experience, but I think he was not allowing himself to fully embrace it, just because of whatever was going on with him or whatever he was stressed about or whatever. It was just like he couldn't fully get there in that moment. But overall, I will say that it was nice for him, and he felt at peace, and he felt that magic you were talking about. But it was like the stronger he felt and the more happy he was, the more he would overthink and stop himself from feeling those feelings. So it's like a weird, hard thing to explain, but that's basically it. But I think that he liked being there with you. I would even say he loved being there with you. I would say that that's a special moment in time for him and memory. And Um, I don't know. I'm seeing like some laughter, maybe some funny things were said or something like that. Um, this poor guy, I just felt like he always had this dark cloud over him for some reason. You pet stingrays? Was it like a was it like an aquarium? All right. Sweet Rita. We have James. I remember he even asked if we should take a picture together under the LED Christmas light heart. Aw. Do you guys have a picture? I have IJ. I have Amy. I have Fiza. Aw. So you never got that picture, huh? Aw. That's so sweet. Amy. All right, we're going to leave the giveaway open for 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we are going to spin the wheel. I'll leave it open for, we'll say, till 10:56 my time. After this, we'll pick a winner, and then we're going to move on to or conclude our donations. So it'll be IJ next, and then it'll be our giveaway winner after that. No, Amy. Yeah, James, it happened. Amy, was it February or March? Okay, the giveaway is closed now. No one else can enter. We are about to spin the wheel. Good luck, everyone. Amy! That's the second night in a row. Congratulations. Or is it the second night in a row? It's at least the second day in a row that I've done the giveaway. Because I don't think, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I did a giveaway yesterday. But it is the second day. Congratulations. Yeah, February 29th. Yeah, James, I was actually telling her that I kept getting like messages that um he like comes around when she's sleeping. All right, guys. So, congrats. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes and support. Amy won the giveaway. So, we'll be with her momentarily. I got hung up and a little delayed due to a spider incident. So, I want to go ahead and get through these readings so that we're not holding anyone up any further. So, IJ, if I understand correctly, you donated for a channeled reading and a BOGO. If that's not correct, let me know. Throw back to the spider. Never forget. Never forget. I hope it never happens again. IJ, would you like to start with your channeling or would you like to start with your BOGO? Okay, so we're going to start with the channeling for IJ. After that, he has a BOGO, then we'll be doing a giveaway. I am going to go ahead and throw a last call on the screen. It's not like going to be this really strict, rigid type of last call. I'm going to have it up for a while. But if I get to Amy and finish her reading and no one donated, then I'll be signing off for the night. IJ, that sounds good to me. So, you guys know the drill. Whenever I do a channeled message, I'm here, I'm monitoring the chat, but I may not be talking a lot. So, it'll be kind of quiet for about 5 or 10 minutes while I get through this here. And Amy, while I'm doing this if you want to think on what you want to ask. You can do that. And IJ, just to confirm, this is from NF, right? Okay. Whoa. Thank you, Denise. I'll add you to the list in just a second. It's so crazy doing channelings, I'll say, because like I never know where it's gonna go. I really, really don't. And not until I get like in the headspace of doing it, and then I'm like, wow, wow, okay. Anyways, that's just me, my flow of consciousness there. I just think it always amazes me um, how things just kind of flow out like this. Um, so Denise, I have you after Amy. So if you take a look a couple minutes back, I posted the list that I have going right now. So that way you'll know where you're at. And I'm working on IJ at the moment. IJ, I will definitely say it's something that it did not come. I mean, maybe it came naturally, I suppose, maybe easier for me than other people, or most the average person, but I feel like it's definitely like a muscle you have to practice with, and it's something that just I think anyone could do it, honestly. I just think, I don't know. I think it's something that took me a while to get here, though. I wouldn't say it's just something that happened naturally, like right away. But it's pretty magical. Let's see. I can agree. I have kind of a Kobe Bryant view of talent, genius. You can have a natural ability that can take you far, but practice along with that ability. Whistle's magic, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone has their own natural thing that they're good at, and it's about how much you nurture it. That will take you, like you said, will take you far. Um, it's all in the nurturing. It's all in the applying yourself and doing it, and I think also that's what's cool too about individual people is that each person is naturally gifted with something that's completely uniquely different. It's almost like a talent fingerprint. Every fingerprint is different. Every talent is different. Even if you have a similar category of talent, you do it differently than other people. So it's very special. And again, as you said, it all gets down to like how much you put into it versus just letting it be and not nurturing it. It's definitely going to make a difference for sure. So IJ, we're almost done here. Okay. Now let me save this to my iPad so I can email it to you. Okay, you should have that very soon, IJ. So the message, she says, in so many ways, I think you are better than I am. Well, I guess not better than I am, but better at things than I am. It is such a confusing place to both have feelings for someone, but also be constantly comparing yourself to them. You just have this way about you where things just seem so effortless. There are such huge parts of me that know that I am a catch, know what I have to offer. So why do I constantly second guess myself? I know you aren't asking me to be perfect and have it all figured out, but I just feel like I need to. And it weighs on me, this need to have everything in order and to live up to my own expectations. It doesn't go unnoticed how you're always there for me. At times, it feels like you are the one constant in my life. Thank you for giving me the space to figure it out and not making me feel inadequate for needing more time than what maybe you planned on doing. You are helping me respect and give myself space in the process. I like that, and it makes sense. Definitely not trying to push her beyond what she feels comfortable with. I'm wanting her to know I'm there for her. I'm definitely getting that for sure with this reading, and it was interesting because it felt very strongly like she was like jealous of you, but also have feelings for you. Um, and so it was like she was saying, I have feelings for you, but also like I compare myself to you a lot. And they say that comparison is the thief of joy, where you can be so happy and so grateful for where you're at and just have like a life filled of joy. And the second you start looking at your life compared to someone else's, then you start doing this thing. Well, they have things that I don't have, or they're able to do things that I'm not able to do. And then suddenly everything that you were once totally and completely at peace with and happy with, suddenly now you feel you want, and you want more than what you have because of that comparison. And yeah, 100%. Growing up thinking that she needs to be a perfectionist is absolutely a theme in this reading for sure. So I think that she kind of struggles between having feelings for you, knowing that she's not in the place that she wants to be, striving to be perfect, as you said, and then also looking at you and going, but how does it come so easy to him? Um, and I don't think things come easy to you. I wouldn't say that. Maybe you handle things differently, but I think that she's viewing it that way. And so part of this, she's taking inspiration from you, and she's allowing you to kind of lead and giving her a sense of direction. Um, which I think is great because that's a great thing for a woman to do with, or a feminine to do with a masculine, is let a masculine take a lead and take inspiration from that. Um, but I think it's just kind of like this weird place that she finds herself in sometimes. And maybe she feels like you're learning things quicker than she is and you're healing faster. And it's like she has to also understand that she's on her own journey. You know, this is separate. You guys are separate people, different individuals, and you would never ask her, and she knows this, but you would never ask her to be anything more than what she can be. You would accept her, you know, and meet her in the place that she's at. But for some reason, she holds herself into this like place that needs to be this perfect thing. And that's why I said, I never know where the reading is going to go. Like, it's so interesting to me how like I could think one thing and that's my ego, and then I get into the channeling and just completely disregard any thoughts in my own mind, and then boom, like insight and information, and it's nothing ever what I think it's going to be. She definitely gives that perfectionist feeling for sure. Interesting deep dive, yeah, for sure. So okay, we're on a BOGO now. So whenever you're ready, you can just post on that. And I'm going to update the list for donations, everyone, just so everyone knows where they are. How does she want you to help her? Through persistence, patience, and practicality. So I'm pulling the earth sign card here. Persistence, patience, and practicality. So she's saying she doesn't want you to give up on her. She wants you to give her time. And she wants you to try to keep a level head, as you have been, about understanding realistically how much of a stride or healing she can do in a certain amount of time. We can't ask for leaps and bounds in a day. I think essentially who you are and who you've been to her is enough. And these words that I'm using, like persistence, practicality, perseverance, whatever, patience, all that stuff, these are things you have already been. As I was shuffling, one of the big things I was hearing was just keep your journey going. Because, in a sense, as you mentioned, the whole mirroring thing, I think that she's mirroring you. I think that she sees what you are doing and she's taking inspiration from that, as I mentioned before, and she is allowing that to be inspiration to heal herself. She's a Capricorn, no interest in giving up on her. So I think I think that she's taking inspiration, or she's taking cues from you, that as you do things for yourself, she also does them for her own self. We have House 12 here: spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing as well. And so I feel like she's taking notice of what it is that you're doing. If you guys get into communication, or if you guys are currently in communication, telling her about yourself and what you've been working on. Think about how impactful it is to see someone do something, and how influential that can be on us and provide inspiration. That's why influencers exist, because people look to those people and say, I want to be like them. I want to do that thing. I can watch someone working out on Instagram, and I'm like, that's it. Tomorrow I'm working out. Like, you can influence someone so peacefully and gently that they don't even realize it, that it's happening. And by taking inspiration by your cues, by following your example, that's going to help her heal as well. So doing things that she might see, or telling her about things that you've been doing to help yourself, is not only going to inspire her to want to do those things for herself, but if she's already doing those things, help her stay consistent with it. So if you are going to therapy and you learned something that was very eye-opening to you, maybe tell her that, and maybe she can find a way to heal through that conversation. Um, you've been in and out of nature more, posting about it. Yeah, like, definitely the things that she's going to see from you is going to be really impactful for her. Um, by kind of like taking your example and seeing what it is that you're doing. I can see people go on walks, and I'm like, now I want to go on a walk. We all always take inspiration and influence from one another, whether it be borrowing a recipe, or watching someone else's, page for guidance. Maybe someone's showing off like a new type of style that you want to start incorporating in your life, or a way of thinking. There's just so much out there to absorb and take in, and little bits of this and little bits of that become who we are. We start to take pieces of it and craft our own person out of it. And so I think you just being this very positive influence, you've been posting verbal thoughts about things. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly, the message of this reading is inspiration, and then consistency too, because you want to continue to do the things that you've been doing. Because she keeps saying in your readings, the way that he's showing up for me, the way that he's consistent, the way that I feel like I can always count on him, that kind of thing. That is definitely very much meaning something to her. It's fulfilling a part in her that I think that she really needs from you. So having that patience, understanding that she's not going to change overnight, and this is going to take time. And then also just being inspirational, whether that's through your own social media, through conversation with her, just letting her in on what you've been doing and how it's been helping you. And outside of that, knowing that this is something that she's going to have to do for herself as well. And I think those are the things. Those are the things I'm getting. So, IJ, if you have any questions about that, let me know. And then I can move on to your next question if you're ready. What do you mean to her? What does he mean to her? What does he mean to her? So she's saying that this connection is both unexpected and also meaningful. I know, isn't that so crazy? IJ, I'm actually using that deck again right now. That's so funny that you mentioned it because I'm using it again. Um, that she's saying that it is both simultaneously unexpected connection, but also something profound, something meaningful to her. Um, I think that you guys just happen to come into one another's lives at the exact time. And even if, there's been some blocks or barricades or something along those lines, um, I feel like you guys didn't just meet by chance. And I think that's what she's trying to get across here in this reading is that it's both unexpected but important. And that maybe she's trying to find the deeper meaning or a better understanding of it all. Um, I do feel like there has been times where she's thought to herself, right person, wrong time. And I personally don't like that expression because it just feels like, to me sometimes when I hear, I guess I like the sentiment behind it, but I don't like when people use it as an excuse. I guess that's my deal with it. I feel like originally it was supposed to be something very special and cherished and sentimental. And then it turned into like this excuse of like, well, I don't want to fix myself and I don't want to change. So you're the right person, but the wrong time. And it's like giving an excuse to that. But I do feel like she looks at you as like the right person for her, but maybe she's just not ready right now. And I think there's been a lot of times throughout, your connection where she's thought to herself, is he the one for me? Like, is he the person that I'm supposed to be with? Because there is this soul connection that you guys have with one another. And I think sometimes she's like, am I overlooking things right now because of all the stuff that's going on in my life? And I think that she kind of questions. She questions your significance and she questions like your purpose in her life. Not questioning as in something negative, but just wanting to understand, why are you here? Why are you in her life? You knew there was something about her the moment you saw her. I love that. What does he mean to her? What does he mean to her? Well, she's saying that, would you consider yourself friend zoned right now? I know it's like a weird way to word it, but would you consider yourself kind of, do you think that there is something more here that's been expressed? Do you feel like you're more in like a situationship, or do you think that you're not sure? I'm asking because she's speaking I'm getting like this feeling of like, I don't know what we are, but I know that there's something special here. And I don't know if there's anything I can do about it right now, but I value him and I cherish, and I keep hearing friendship. That's why I was wondering. I cherish his friendship. I feel like it's like you hold a place with her that she doesn't have a name for. And maybe that's why this is being brought up because she's saying it's not friends, it's not lovers, and it's not complicated, and it's not a situationship. It's what is the place of where two souls meet and something really magical happens and we don't act upon that, but it feels important, like soulmates maybe. Like I feel like she's just like there's not a name for what we are. What does he mean to her? So I'll end it with this, but I feel like she's saying that she doesn't fully know, but time will tell. And the main thing here is that she just knows that she likes you being in her life and she doesn't want that to stop. Like she doesn't view you as someone who she'll ever want to not be in her life. There's like this level of like enduring or long lasting or something like that. Yeah, I think you might be right. But I will say like certain words like important. Um, what is the other word that I said? I don't know. Important, special, cherished. There's just like certain words. It's like I don't know what we are, but I don't think there's a name for it. I definitely was getting IJ like feelings of attraction and passion, but they were very diluted in this reading. They were there, but I think that makes sense because what you said about not feeling like she can act on it. So she kind of puts that those thoughts or those feelings kind of in the back of her mind and she doesn't really address them. And so therefore when I'm doing this reading it comes through but it's not at the forefront. It's not like a main message for her. And I feel like too it seems like you guys haven't been able to act on it like at all. Like explore anything further. I don't know. I could be wrong, but maybe it's just not something that she thinks about very often. Maybe not allowing herself to go there or something like that. I get it. Thank you. I do know that I have been having dreams every now and then of being married to her. That's so sweet. I love that for you. Dreams are like so powerful. I definitely feel like there's more to it. I've had a lot of predictive dreams actually myself. So I definitely know there's more to it than that. Thank you, IJ. Okay, so next up we have Amy. Okay. More memories popping in my head when I had a story with Eli and his mom. It also felt straight out of a rom-com moment. So, like, cue the music, right? You probably were like, this definitely needs a music overlay. Can we see what went through Eli's mind and feelings? Yeah, let me see here. Next up after Amy is Denise. So, Denise, if you're here, you can check in with me. And if you would like, I'm ready for you to let me know who you want this reading on because I see you here with a mini love option and you wanted to do number one tonight. Is it on the same person from last night or is it someone different? So he's saying serene, serene, special, peaceful. We have the temperance card, and so this indicates him feeling an inner calm and tranquility, feeling like everyone was getting along, everyone was enjoying themselves in that moment. I think it was really special for him to see his mom happy. I think that he carried the weight of the responsibility of her being happy quite a bit. And so seeing her just like enjoying the moment, sometimes maybe even enjoying, you and him together. Um, I feel like that made him really happy to see. Um, the temperance card a lot of times can make me feel like everyone's getting along, everyone's enjoying themselves. Potentially, him having these feelings of, I'm exactly where I need to be in this moment. This is like basically I'm aligning, like some moments are just so special that you feel like everything's kind of come into focus and you kind of feel like you're like, okay, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be in this moment. And that was one of those times. Aw, it's doggy. I think actually, Amy, he's saying this was like a healing moment for him too, which might make sense to you. I don't know. But he was like, in this moment, I felt like maybe his inner child was getting healed or some aspect of himself was getting healed because he was allowing himself for just a few micro moments to just have fun. So I have the Knight of Pentacles here coming out after Temperance as well, and both of these cards indicate like a peace, feeling at peace, and inner calm, just like a zen, patience, being present. It makes sense because him and his mom used to have a rough relationship with each other. I think that it just felt good. It felt like when you've been holding your breath for a long time and you finally exhale, you're like, it's like this feeling of refreshment, relief. He is happy. He was happy with this choice. He's saying this was a good idea. This was a good plan. That's what he's thinking in that moment. This was fun. This is a good idea. I'm happy with how things are playing out. And we also have like it just like him overall just like experiencing life. This poor kid, I feel like had so much um just so much unnecessary obligations or feelings of responsibility, and like being essentially 45 years old at, a mere 20 something years of age. And I feel like he just was like, yeah, this is what it's about, like this is what life is about, experiencing fun times like this. I'm going to pull a couple cards to see what he felt about you in those moments, and that's how I'm going to finish the reading. Did you stay the night after that? Yeah, I'm just getting that you stay the night. That's why I was asking. I got like, I saw the moon, things were kind of dark. I felt sleepy, dreamy. So, and then I yawned actually while I was shuffling. So I was thinking maybe, I was thinking maybe you stayed the night. Isn't that funny how I put that together with those signs? Um, he's saying that it felt like you just fit. You just fit in. Um, like you just it just worked, like the three of you spending time together. It seems like a missing piece or something that just fit really well. Hey Denise, I saw that you wanted a love option one tonight. I just wanted to confirm that it's with the same person you were asking about yesterday. I think that you inspired him that night, Amy. You inspired him to just have fun. We have the King of Wands, so I feel like he was kind of taking your lead as well. Um, because of how playful you were being, I think it made him feel like it allowed him to also be that way. Think about it like this: if you just weren't having a good time, if you just were kind of like, this isn't for me, I don't really feel like it, that would have put a damper on things. That would have really changed the mood. But you were very spontaneous, you went with it, you just go with the flow, let's have some fun. This beat is sick. And I feel like, that made him happy because he was like, this is something that seems fun to me. This is something that she's enjoying. Everyone's having a good time. She's so like, go with the flow. Everything's good. And I feel like you added value to that moment for him. You added value to that moment. And I think he felt united together with you. He felt like you guys were really compatible. Um, and he felt maybe this brought you guys closer. You're welcome, Amy. Congrats on the win. All right, next up we have Denise. Denise, we're doing a love option 1. After that, we have Jazz. Jasmine, if you're here, please check in. All right, this is for Denise. You're welcome, Amy. Have a good night. You're welcome. All right, Denise and Samuel. How does he feel? How does she feel? What are his intentions? What are her intentions? What does she need to know? What is the underlying energy? Okay, so Denise, just to confirm, I know, I mean, I'm getting a really good reading for you, but there are a couple cards here that are making me wonder, like, just to make sure you guys are like doing okay today still, right? Like, there's nothing that's come up that it has been like a cause for questioning or concern. You're just like moving forward as usual. Um, Jasmine is here. Hey, Jasmine. Welcome in. Thank you for your donation. You're actually going to be next after this. So I just wanted to make sure you were here. And if you feel comfortable and want to, you can go ahead and post your question. If not, I'll just call on you again and you can post it at that time. Perfect. Okay. So that is So, okay, so basically where it said like the underlying energy, I had the 5 of Pentacles and I was like, okay, um, I want to make sure that everything's good because the 5 of Pentacles can sometimes talk about being in separation. And that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It can mean you guys want to be together, but you're not. Um, so I just wanted to confirm that because really that's the only card that I had in question that I wanted to make sure of. Now, the underlying energy here, since we're already talking about that, we'll just start there. So this could mean like really missing you. This could be meaning like maybe he has been busy with like responsibilities or life or you have and really missing one another, feeling like you guys want to be closer to each other and feeling like you're kind of living on the outskirts of each other's lives at the moment. Yes, okay, makes sense because of the distance. Okay. I was like, I just need to understand why this card is here, but I understand now. So he's kind of here missing you and I feel like you're missing him and that's the underlying energy here of like in time this will pay off. Like I have the 7 of Pentacles, so it's like in time this will pay off. In time we will be able to be together. This is gonna work out. We're just gonna have to like really hunker down and deal with this, but eventually it's all gonna work itself out. It'll figure itself out. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, so I just wanted to confirm that. We have the 3 of Cups as what's hidden. So there could be, and I don't really want to tell you because I'm like worried I'm giving away the surprise. But the 3 of Cups can talk about surprising you or doing something like a grand gesture or a romantic gesture for you. And this could indicate like a surprise trip. This could indicate like, coming to see you and you don't expect it or something like that. And again, I don't really want to give it away, but the Knight of Pentacles is here indicating that the plan's not necessarily in motion yet, but there has been thoughts to see each other and maybe trying to figure out a practical way to go about that. Maybe figuring like the logistics out, figuring out like if he can get away, if he can spend time with you, like, does he have enough funds to get to you or whatever, or does he have the ability to take the time off? I don't really know. But it's something along those lines. So just keep that in mind. Jasmine, I have your question. So the 3 of Cups just indicates like some kind of like celebration or surprise or coming together, reunion, that kind of thing that he might be like starting to plan and trying to meet up with you. So there's that. As far as what your intentions are versus what his intentions are, he is coming through as the King of Pentacles and you're coming through as the 2 of Cups. So this is really great. He's saying my intention is to be in this connection, be mature, be stable, be secure for you, be consistent, offer you that stability and security that you need, really rise up to the occasion, be a person that's worthy of you, that kind of thing. And then for your intentions is likely to just really show this person how like much they mean to you. Um, 2 of Cups can indicate your intentions or desire for commitment, expressing yourself and like letting them know how much you care about them, depending on what your love language is. That could be telling them, that could be showing them, doing things for them, and this desire to continue this relationship, maybe wanting to discover more with him. And you write in all caps. And then as far as how he feels versus how you feel, so I have the 6 of Pentacles for him. This a lot of times can talk about being really generous, like really wanting to make sure that you are getting what you want out of this. He wants to make sure you feel appreciated. He wants to make sure that you feel satisfied, taken care of. And this might indicate too, like feelings of wanting to shower you with like gifts and attention and just kind of give back. Just be very, very giving to you and show you the gratitude that he has for your connection and valuing you. And then I'm getting, hi, Rachie, welcome in. Um, for your feelings here, I have the Queen of Swords. So I see you, Denise, being like, you show me. Like, I'll show you if you show me. That's kind of like the energy here is like, if you show me you care and you show me that you appreciate me and you want me, I will give that back to you 2 times over. But I'm going to let you do it first. That's like the feeling here. I'm going to let you do it. Show me first. Um, because you want love and you want to be in this connection and you really appreciate this connection, but I think it's you kind of like you first. That's like the feeling that I'm getting here. Because like you've got all this stuff inside, but maybe you're a little bit hesitant to fully put yourself out there. So yeah, so that is what I've got, Denise. You said very much that. Yes, so that is your reading. I hope you appreciated it and liked it and felt it resonated. It seems like it did. Rishi, hey there. I actually am not doing free readings anymore. We closed that list about an hour and a half ago, and then our giveaway also closed for the night. So you'll have to try back another night if you're looking for free reads. Oh, you're welcome, Denise. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. Thank you, Rishi. All right, next up we have Jasmine. Jasmine is here for a mini read. Oh, wait, Jasmine, what am I doing for you? I see you donated extra money. Said, girl, IT for you. All right, let me pull up your donation because it's showing that you've donated $10, but my in-depths are 13. So I just want to double check and make sure I'm not missing something here because sometimes my email doesn't notify me in full. You said it was about Jay. You were right. Oh my God. What am I right about? I got it. It came through. Okay, so I've got you for an in-depth. Sorry about that. Okay. So tell me, you said, did I make the best decision with Jay, keeping Jay at a distance? I'm trying not to lose my job because of workplace romance. Wait. Refresh my memory, please. Refresh my memory. Girl, I read for so many people, so I just need a little refresh. Not anything crazy, just kind of remind me what we've talked about, and then I'll know. Um, oh, that's okay, Jasmine. No worries. No worries. Channel a message on him. Okay, hold on. The one he thought was hot. Wait. Is this the person who you were like, oh my God, he's so hot, he's so attractive? Um, and you're like, I fear that he like thinks I'm just like after him because he's so hot. Like you're like objectifying him. Is this the person? Okay, okay, okay. All right. Got you. Okay. So you said you were right about the guy I liked at work. Okay, what did I say about the guy? What did I say to you? There is a person who I work with who really likes him. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, wow, wow, wow. Okay. So there's someone else that's into him, and that is not you. So you're attracted to him, and there's someone else that likes him too? Oh, I did. Oh, I did. I did. Okay, yes, this is all coming back to me now. You said there was another person at work who he dates. She doesn't like me. Oh my God, Jasmine. Okay, are they dating? Or is she just very much into him? Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, because I remember saying that he doesn't like, or something to the effect of he doesn't like dating people in the workplace. Oh my God, that's crazy. Tea for you. Yeah, so ooh, she doesn't like that, that's for sure. Okay, let's dig into your question. Thank you for refreshing my memory. The reason why I was struggling to remember who you were talking about is because I have a lot of people come in here and ask about a J person, and it's really hard to keep it straight because if they have a unique name like Unastio or like I don't know, Sebastian, even that's a pretty common name, but like Gustav, I don't know. Like if you had like an interesting like different name, I might remember, but if people are coming in here with initials, sometimes it's hard for me. So thank you for refreshing my memory. It's not that I don't remember, it's just I need the refresher. But I do know they date. I've been ghosting me. Wait, what do you mean? That's the thing, is him flirting with you is like it's sending like a signal to her. So she doesn't want you to interfere. She doesn't want you to get in the middle. You're ghosting him. Did Jasmine make the best decision with keeping Jay at a distance, please? Did Jas did Jasmine make the best decision by keeping Jay at a distance? Hmm. Did she make the best decision in regards to her workplace? Did she make the best decision? Hmm. You can tell she's really into him. Jasmine, they are okay. So they're saying this is separate. They're saying that keeping Jay at a distance for you was not the best decision for you. Keeping Jay at a distance for the workplace situation, that's more like yes. But even still, I think it's just to not ruffle feathers. I feel like Spirit wants you to throw your hat in this ring, and I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like they want you to like keep yourself open to it. Now, don't actively pursue him because, again, if it's going to bring more peace in your workplace, that might not be the best thing. I know. But they're saying that if he is pursuing you, let him do that. Let him pursue you. You don't have to entertain it. You don't have to take it seriously, but this guy's going to have to make a decision at some point. And I see here with the Two of Swords, there's like a divided loyalty here. Maybe she's after him and he's after you for all we know. I don't know if this is being reciprocated from him to her. Maybe lightly. That's what I'm hearing a little bit. He's a little flirty with her. But they're saying for you, this, I mean, bowing out is maybe more being the bigger person, being less drama, being less issues, yes. But it doesn't necessarily mean that just because she likes him that he is for her. Um, they're saying if you want peace in the workplace, you made the right choice. But they're saying as far as being the best decision for you, this girl's not going to like you either way. You're going to have issues with this girl either way. So it's essentially Spirit saying just pick your battles. If you really like this guy and he's really into you, sorry for her, but I know that's not how I was expecting it to go. They said you made a very hasty decision and you need more time to deliberate on this. They want you to give it more time before before completely bowing out. I know. I know. I'm just the messenger. I don't know what to say. That's just what I'm getting. They're saying like just give it more time. Don't cut this thing off just yet. You can distance yourself, right? But they're like keep it open. Because here's the thing, if this person pursues you, I know. If this person really likes you and is pursuing you, that's not fair to them because you're into them and they're into you. They're not asking for this other girl to be into them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not, that's basically like cutting off something that might be good for you just because someone else will have a problem with it. If you guys both like each other and he's not into this other girl, so yeah, if you want to keep the peace as much as you can, but this girl started off not liking you anyways, so she's not going to like you even more or whatever. All right, let's dig. Let's pull a couple more cards. Tell me about Jay and Jasmine's connection. Tell me about Jay and Jasmine's connection. See, you're worried about betrayal. You're worried about stepping on someone else's toes, and you're worried about keeping the peace. But by doing that, you're breaking away or making a break for it and kind of removing yourself from the situation, which typically would be completely understandable and completely fine. But they're saying you might find something here with this person. And if this person's being really flirty with you, um, you'd only be delaying the inevitable or stopping your own happiness. So it's like, on one hand, I feel like I need to tell you you're doing the mature thing. But on the other hand, I feel like spirit is telling you that inevitable, like what's going to come to pass either way. Like, for example, if this person is really into you, Jay is flirting with you and he's like, want to ask you out and da da da, and you're like, no, 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 I don't want, no, 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 I don't want to cause any issues. I don't want to date someone I work with, blah, blah, blah. This person's going to be persistent, want to keep trying. And the thing is that if you guys have a true connection, you're only delaying the inevitable. You're delaying what is going to come to pass no matter what. Because if you're interested in this man and he's interested in you, why wouldn't you guys explore that further? So you don't have any allegiance to this girl. You don't have any alliance with her. If she's into him and he's not into her and he's only into you, you don't owe this girl anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not her friend. She was mean to you from the jump. I know that. I know that. And that's why I said this is technically two separate questions, because to answer the first part of it, is it good for you? I'm getting a no. But if is it good for your workplace? Is it best to not lose your job? Is it best to feel like professional and all that stuff? Then I am getting a yes for that. So it's essentially like matters of head over the heart. What's more important? But basically, what Spirit is ultimately telling me to tell you is don't write him off just yet. Don't make a hasty decision because you want less mess. Like, just see what happens. You, Jasmine, don't pursue him. Don't go after him. Don't make yourself super available or anything like that. But don't close yourself off to the situation. He may be only pursuing you, and it may be something that's approved. Let's just say, like, you let your supervisors know, and they're like, well, as long as you guys can stay professional and not make it an issue, then we bless this union. And then this other girl that's giving you issues, she's just gonna have to deal with it. So I understand, like, the whole, like, don't want to, like, mix business with pleasure, and I get that. And they are saying that in the end, this would be better for you to not get it messy and to not pursue this person. And if you're asking specifically, would it be better for your work life? I am getting a yes, it would be better for your work life. But to ask, is it better for you? I'm not necessarily getting that distancing yourself from him is better for you. So I think we take a breather. I think we don't pursue him, but we just kind of sit back and see how things go. And if he continues to flirt, if he tries to ask you out or something along those lines, then you can make that decision at that time. But basically, Spirit's saying don't write it off. It wouldn't be just her. Is it because he's so attractive that all these people would give you issues? Is that why? I mean, um, I don't know, girl. Ultimately, this is your decision. I want you to keep that, like, in the forefront. Free will. Oh my God, men too. Forefront. Yes, it's gonna be messy. You know what I'm saying? But forefront, keep in mind, this is your free will. Just because Spirit says one thing or I'm interpreting the reading as something doesn't necessarily mean you have to do what I'm saying to do. This is your choice. If you decide, like, no, I'm gonna distance myself, even if he's pursuing me like crazy and he's asking me out and da 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 da, I'm gonna decline it and I'm gonna keep saying no. But a lot of times when someone's really persistent and very much into you and you are also into them, but you are saying no for every other reason except for yourself and what you truly want, eventually your resistance will fold and you will give in because it's what you really want deep down inside and you're just worried about what other people are going to say. So I think that it's important that you really sit with yourself and say, if he pursues me and he really wants something with me, am I going to stop myself because of other people? That's something you're going to have to sit with yourself and really think about. I am just saying simply do not write him off just yet. It is okay if you don't actively go for him. That makes sense to me. But if he is going for you and he is pursuing you, don't say no just because you're worried about what other people are going to think. That's where I'm landing, and I feel like that's what spirit is trying to say here. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, Jasmine. What if he is so successful? Oh, am I sure there's nothing between them? Okay, let me see. Hold on. I didn't ask that question because it kind of, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of a part. It was kind of associated to this reading, but not really. So I didn't ask that question. Is there something between Jay and this other woman at the office? Is there something between them? Is she pursuing him? Is he pursuing her? Okay, so I will say that this is your intuition is right. I wanted to ask specifically, like, is he pursuing her? Is she pursuing him? Like, is she the only one with the crush here? I am getting that there's a mutual engagement. Like, I feel like he's talking to her and flirting with her, and I feel like she's talking to him and flirting with him. So I do think that there is something there. However, there's something that's keeping him at a distance from her. There's like a reason why he hasn't taken it further with her. And I have the Tower here and the Nine of Pentacles. That makes me feel like he's keeping himself at a distance from her. He's keeping himself independent from her. Hey, James, I'm going to get started on yours in just a second. And the Tower indicates that this is going to blow up on them. Like, this is going to blow up in their face. Or that something kind of crazy is going to happen between them. So if you want, Jasmine, you could wait it out too. At the same time, you could just like let them figure out what they're doing, and like I don't see it ending well between them, and then you can have your moment. But my thing is, if he's flirting with you while he's also flirting with her, he doesn't see himself as being attached to her. She might see it as they're involved, but it's also important for how he perceives her too and how he perceives the connection. For all we know, he's just a big flirt, and she's thinking that there's something more here. He's All I can really say is he's flirting with her, she's flirting with him. It seems like there's something here, but he is keeping himself at a distance from her for some reason. And the Tower moment is also here, which indicates that this isn't going to end well. So that's really all I can do for this reading to dig into that. But yeah, that's what I have. So you can just also play the waiting game if you want, but that's your call. Ray, hey girl, yes, you can donate. We did do the giveaway already, so thank you. Um, Makes sense. You're welcome, Jasmine. I know this is kind of a sticky situation. I really feel like it's just gonna be messy. But basically, the perspective that I wanted to give to you was that if something happens between you guys and you decide to enter a relationship with one another, this job is important to you now, but maybe one day, let's just hypothetically speak, you get into a relationship, you guys get a house together, you get married, he rises up in the company, makes enough money for the two of you to survive on, so you decide to just be a stay-at-home wife or whatever. Or maybe work on your own business at home while he's making the main income. You can do the side income for extra spending money and vacation money and whatever else. This job is not going to matter one day. Your love is what's going to outlast the job, ultimately. Unless you don't want love and unless you are just completely career oriented and that's all that matters to you, ultimately your love will outlast this career if something more develops. And so I suppose with this reading, I don't ever want someone to miss out on the chance of something really great. If that feeling is mutual, and you guys both want it, and it's been okayed by your superiors and all of that stuff, why would you let that pass you by because of what other people might say or what other people might think? Eventually they'll get over it, they'll move on, but you might have missed the greatest opportunity of your life to be with someone who you found so attractive and so amazing and wanted to be with them. So we are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves by me like having this vision for you because we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm trying to put things into perspective that if you let something special go just because of fear of what other people might think, you might really be missing out on something. And maybe that's what Spirit's trying to get through here to your reading. So I hope that you take all of this in. Maybe don't make any impulsive decisions, just kind of see what happens, let things play out. Maybe you won't even have to make a decision. Maybe a decision will be made for you. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. That's what I have for you, Jasmine. Thank you for stopping in. Ray, I don't know if you heard or not, but you are more than welcome to donate if you would like. I'm keeping the donations open for just a little bit longer. And the giveaway, we did hit 25 likes. We already did the giveaway. We already picked a winner and everything. Okay. So this is for James. Ray, I'm going to let you donate if you want to. It's up to you, but I am going to go ahead and close the list for everyone else because I just realized it's almost 12:30, so I've got to sign off here soon. Okay. So, James, for my channeled message, as far as like the automatic writing goes, I typically just go with whatever comes through. If I can direct it into what she's wanting moving forward, I will definitely do what I can. But as far as it goes with a channeled message, it's really kind of like an open-ended freestyle flow consciousness, like typically whatever she wants to say or whatever comes through is usually how that goes. I hope that's okay. I hope that's what you wanted or you'll be okay with, because with channelings, I don't ever really know what's going to happen. Okay. So, yeah, so channeling is basically like me trying to tap into your person's energy. Yeah, okay, perfect. Um and just kind of see like what is on their mind, what they want to say, how they feel about you sometimes will come through, things like that. Okay, perfect. So, let's see. Ray, I just got your donation, so you will be after this. Perfect. So I'm working on a channeled reading for James. This can take anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes usually, and I'm usually quiet in the chat, but I am monitoring the chat if anyone has any questions. And let me post the donation list here. Okay. And James, I would typically send you a picture of the channeling. So if you want, I can do that for you. And if it's easier, I can send it to Instagram if that's your preference. All right, I'll do that. It kind of gets scribbly sometimes. Like my handwriting is so different than what happens in a channeling because I'm just kind of letting things flow. But I will send you what I get. All right, I'm tapping into you now. Let's see. James, I think you're going to be very happy. Almost done. You're welcome. All right, James. So, like, the one thing that I noticed in this reading is that she was like oh my God, like I have just been so stubborn. I have just didn't want to see it. Like, I was in my own way, like that's a lot of like the energy of this reading. It was kind of like, and once I finally got out of my own way, this all started making sense. So I'm sending you the note here, the channeled message. And she says, it's really surreal to say this, but I think I am ready to be in a commitment with you. I know that I want you to be a part of my future. This feels very big to say, but I think it's time for us to do this. I suddenly landed here on this conclusion because of how I felt thinking about what things would be like if I didn't have you. For so long, I was unsatisfied. I should have seen it before. It was just so glaringly obvious. We just keep coming back to each other. And now that we are here, it makes sense that this is the next step for us. And I'm shooketh from that because I guess I just didn't know that this is what she was going to say. And this is, I don't know, this is big. That's what I'm getting from this. So I feel like for her, she's like, I just needed to get out of my own way. I just needed to like think about what my life would be like without you in it. And that's just not a world that I want to be a part of. And I needed to like think of all the facts. And that is that we keep coming back to each other. Like we always come back to each other. Why am I constantly pushing him away? So, James, with that, I think that you can solidify this relationship in the coming weeks for sure. Um, how did the wedding go? Do you want to tell me like how did that go for you? The wedding wasn't great. Now I do know that I channel like her higher self. Okay. Um, so this is what her deep thoughts are. Okay. This is like her hidden thoughts or feelings or whatever. Um, it was interesting because I not say in the 6 card reading there was something about a conflict. Were you guys just bored or did something happen? Oh my gosh, James, I want you to hold on to this letter. I want this channeled message to be something that you like keep. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to hold on to it as hope for your connection, because I feel like deep down, this is what she wants. I feel like this is what she wants. I feel like this is essentially Patty's higher self, like her very healed, fully healed, if you will, self writing this letter to you. This is like future Patty telling you this, okay? So because I have never done a reading for her where I felt like she just was like, okay, this is it. He's the one I want to be with. And I feel like this was a message that you needed to hear today. This is the message that you needed to hear, because she's too stubborn. She's getting in her own way. She's overthinking. And this is her deep self, like her inner self coming to you and saying, I want this with you. And we keep coming back to each other, and I don't want to lose you. You said she cried because she feels that she's not giving up to our connection, and she questions as she's holding me back from happiness because she feels she's not healed enough to be in a relationship. She feels a lot of pressure, expectations to go forward with me. She doesn't want to lose me. I tried telling her to lose those ideas because it's not true. Oh, James. I'm not saying anything, time limit, anything. I just want to continue to spend time together, let things develop. She absolutely is overthinking, getting in her own way. So this is a future Patty then that I'm tapping into. This is what her higher self, her deep inner self, like the core of who she is and what she wants with you. And she's not letting herself have it. And I can completely understand her feelings. But the thing is that it's important for you to hear that she doesn't want to lose you. And that's something that she's very much scared of. So it is okay. She's just like, oh my God, this poor girl. Like, I just want to give her a hug. I think that she doesn't fully grasp the scope of your adoration for her and your admiration for her and your feelings for her. I don't think she fully understands how you're like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not going to walk away. I don't know what you thought was going to happen with this conversation, but that is okay. Like, that is okay with me. And it's almost like she's underestimating your feelings for her or something by making these comments because she's feeling so guilty. Something tells me that there was this feeling of there's some kind of relationship in her past she had that was transactional. And so she feels that she's undeserving of your time and attention and care if she's not giving back to you equally. Like, she feels like if she's not giving to you exactly the way that you're giving to her, then she doesn't deserve it. Or it's unfair or uneven. And my thing is that, James, you need to tell her that's my decision to make. That's not your decision to make. That's my decision to make. If I'm going to stick around and spend time with you and hang out with you and see how things go, that's my decision. So you can take that responsibility off of yourself. Do you know what I mean? Tell her, my choice to spend time with you and be around you, that's mine. That's my responsibility. That's my weight to bear. That's my cross to carry. That is not your responsibility. You do not have to feel like this needs to be equal. This is not a transactional relationship. My feelings for you and my care for you run way deeper than, expecting anything from you before you're ready. So if you feel guilty, don't, because this is ultimately my decision. You're not leading me on. You're not making me feel any type of way. And maybe you've already said all this to her, but I think she wants what you want to give her, James. I think she wants it so badly. She wants what you have to offer. She's just in this human experience, unfortunately. And she is, like you said, overthinking, and getting in her own way here because of where she feels ideally she needs to be. She wants to feel instinctually that she is ready for this. She wants to feel it in her gut. She wants to feel it in her being. She wants to feel like she knows without a shadow of a doubt. And unfortunately, that's not the way life works, but that's what she wants. You said she's letting the past relationships control the present. She feels so much guilt. She kept saying how she thinks she's hurting you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm grateful to spend time with you and have a connection with you. I'm choosing to put myself in this. Exactly. That's exactly it, James. So it seems like you've already said that to her in so many words. But I think that she needs to realize, like, I think in her heart, she's thinking, I'm not committing to him. So therefore, but see, the fact that she's crying about this, the fact that she's so distraught over the situation, it just goes to show literally how deep her feelings run for you and how much this is impacting her and consuming her on a day to day. And so I think an effort for this relationship to stay strong, for you guys to continue to spend time together, for you guys to continue to have a forward trajectory here in this connection, it needs to be made very clear to her that you do not hold her responsible for anything. That this is on you, this is your choice to spend time with her, that she doesn't owe you a single thing. And even if you've already said this, maybe reiterate it to her. I feel like she likes the idea of being your girlfriend. I think she likes the idea of being in a couple with you. She likes the idea of commitment. She deep down craves that. The inner child in her craves that connection. Unfortunately, like I said, she's just a human having a human experience, or she's a soul having a human experience. And we have an ego, unfortunately, in these bodies of ours. And it makes it hard for us to see a greater perspective. We're just too close to things sometimes. I told you months ago. I was like, she's going to feel the need to pay for something. Did I not? I know that I've had this conversation with you that she's going to feel obligated to pay. Like, okay, James, I need you to say these exact words to her. Patty, this connection that you and I have is not transactional. What I do for you, I don't expect in return. And I sure hope that if you do something for me, you don't expect me to repay you either. This is a selfless connection, an unconditional connection that you and I have. And I want you to remove any guilt that you are feeling about our connection right now, because that could be serving as a block. I need you to just, if you want to be in my life and you want me to be a part of yours, just let things happen and free yourself from that guilt, free yourself from that responsibility. And if I want to do things for you, let me do things for you. Do not think that I'm expecting anything in return. I feel like even if you've said that in so many words, she needs this direct communication with you. She needs to hear you say, I am not expecting anything at all, because she is putting this pressure on herself to perform, to give back, to reciprocate in ways that she feels she's not ready for. And actually, the irony is that because she's feeling this obligation, she's stopping herself from enjoying herself and her time with you. And otherwise, things might flow a little bit more freely. She's so focused on the obligation of sleeping with you that she's forgetting she wants to to sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so in her head that she's not really thinking, can I just let this happen? She's just racked with guilt. She's racked with this feeling of obligation. She's racked with this feeling of reciprocation. And she's not letting herself just be. And I'm telling you right now that if she just knew you're not expecting anything, if you're like, bro, take the responsibility off of yourself. This is what I want to do. This is my choice. This is what I'm doing for you without any like want or need for any kind of repayment. Take that responsibility off yourself. Let's just go and have a good time. She might actually feel open enough to explore things with you further because she doesn't have that feeling of obligation hanging over her head. It's just so insane to me that like this poor thing that she feels this way with you. So when I walked her back to my car when she was leaving my house, I said goodnight and didn't go to hug her. And she went and hugged me really tight, saying sorry, started crying, and said she cared for me. James, this is what's going to help your relationship. Be direct with her. Tell her that this is not a transactional relationship, that you don't know what kind of relationship she's had in the past, but this is different. And that the things you do are purely out of the kindness of your heart, the want and desire to do things for her, and you're never expecting anything in return. You enjoy spending time with her, you enjoy hanging out with her, and you want her to specifically say these words. I want you to take that responsibility off of yourself, that guilt, that sense of obligation, that sense of reciprocation, or whatever it is you feel that you owe me if I do something for you or if we do something together, that there's this like expectation associated with it. Remove that. That responsibility is not yours to carry. I am making this choice to spend time with you. This is my responsibility. She needs to hear that. She needs to hear if anything happens, it's on me. It is not on you. Because I think that's really going to help your connection. Because of her past relationships, she has this awful connection with sex and intimacy being this painful experience. Yeah, James, just oh my god, this poor thing. I feel for her. I really, really do. I'm I am telling you just as a woman, that is something she needs to hear. Okay, speaking as a woman who has trauma with transactional relationships, I completely understand where she's coming from. And I can completely see that. And she is scared to open up. She is scared to feel this sense of like obligation. And she needs to hear that from you. Even if you've already said it, I think she should hear it again because it's if you don't like shake her and say, look at me. This is on me. This is not on you. You do not have to carry this anymore. If something happens, it's on me. If something doesn't happen, it's on me. If we spend time together, we hang out and we go to the beach and we do these things, it is without expectation. I need you to hear me say this to you. That is what I'm feeling right now. And I think she needs to hear that because I think she would be willing to go to the beach with you if she knew that you were just wanting to spend time with her and that's it. If you're just wanting to hang out with her and that's it. Oh, James, I'm so sorry. Ray, I'm shuffling for you now. I want you to hold on to this channeled message. I want you to keep it somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe in your hidden pictures in your phone or something, but I want you to hold on to it because this, I feel, is Patty's true self that's coming through. I don't feel in anything that you have told me and anything that I know about her and any of the readings I have done on her that she's wants to walk away from this connection. But she feels that she's being unfair to you and her feelings for you are so strong and she cares so much that she would be willing to separate herself from you because she's not giving to you what she thinks that you want or that she should be doing or she should be giving. And I don't want that to be the cause of you guys not being together anymore. I don't want this to be the issue. That would break my heart. Yeah, you're welcome, James. Yeah, like kind of form your own words, but like that would be devastating to me if this is what stopped you guys from being able to move forward because I really feel for her and I feel for you and I know it's just heavy stuff. But you're very welcome, James. Yeah, re-listen to anything you need to and message me if you need to as well. Okay. So Ray says, why was my teammate Erica talking to me this week like she hasn't been paid? Oh, hateful and lying. Oh my God, Ray. Why was teammate Erica talking to Ray this week like she hasn't been hateful? 6 of Wands in reverse. So Ray, this is like a weird situation where she, this is so psychologically messed up. She has this weird toxic pattern of being a hater, but also wanting people to like her. So it's okay if she doesn't like you. It's okay if she hates on you and it causes issues for you or whatever, but she wants you to like her. That's the problem. She wants you to at least like fear her or at least have some type of like she wants to feel like there's a hierarchy. She wants to feel like you think she's better than you or that you like her or you want to be like her. You're jealous of her. There's like this feeling of like, I need to feel superior. And even if I'm hating on them, they need to like praise the ground that I walk on. And so this person essentially is being kind of two-faced, I feel. It doesn't seem like what Erica has been doing in the past has really been able to, she's not been able to achieve, I guess, what she's been setting out to do with this hate and this lying and all of this stuff. I see here with the 6 of Wands, it's indicating that she feels like she's second fiddle to you. She feels like you have, or that she has the disadvantage when it comes to you. She feels like she's a target in some way, and that you get privilege or favors or something along those lines. And it's like this essentially stems from jealousy. And that's the other thing, Ray. Like you said, you don't pay attention to her, so you're like, what the fuck? But I feel like that's a lot of the times what happens is these people put themselves in competition with you and it's one-sided. Like the other person's like, I'm not a part of this. I didn't want to do this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't whatever. And not only that, but if she hasn't been hateful to your face, she might get like off on the fact that she is able to do these things behind your back, but then try to play nice to your face and think that she's getting away with something. So that could be like another layer of this as well. There's people out there that want to tear you down, but want you to like them. And it doesn't make any sense at all. But they have this deep rooted insecurity within them that it's like, I'm going to put other people down to make myself feel better. But I also don't want that person to not like me or not want to be like me or not want to be friends with me. And so they do this thing where they contradict themselves. And then there's an added layer of feeling like you're winning if you're doing these things behind this person's back and you think you're getting away with it because you're being nice to their face. So it's kind of messed up. Well, not kind of, it's definitely messed up. But this definitely has to do with like her immaturity. We have the Fool here. Um, like her deep seated issues, Four of Pentacles, her deep seated issues that she's not ready to let go of. Um, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about karma. So there's like maybe a karmic pattern here for you and her, or she's got issues that she has to, deal with and fix. And um, yeah, there's just like this overlay of like immaturity here in this connection. I think by paying her no mind at all, Ray, is definitely the way to go, because the worst thing that could happen to her is that she's irrelevant. The worst thing that could happen to her is that she doesn't exist to you or to anyone. And so by ignoring her, you're just giving her that, you're not satisfying her. You're basically playing out like her worst fear. Um, and considering how she's been with you, that's what she deserves. James, sorry, I just now had a chance to see what you said. You did a past life regression with her. Lovers, madly in love, working on a bridge in the mountains together. When she falls through the bridge, you catch her, have her dangling, and then part of the bridge you're on starts to collapse. So she purposely lets herself go, falling to her death, thinking by doing that it'll save me. Sounds pretty similar to current. That sounds like a metaphor. That's so crazy. Wow. So she's like has this like reoccurring theme of like trying to throw herself on the knife and not give herself what she wants, thinking that it's going to be better for you in the end. Wow, that's wow. Ray says she considers all the coworkers who talk to me my minions. Oh my god. Well, yeah, because I got the Six of Wands in reverse, and so that was talking about like playing second fiddle, essentially, like feeling like you're not the chosen one, you're like the secondary option. So there's definitely an inferiority complex there, Ray, when it comes to you and her. She's insane. Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Ray. Just, girl, I'm so sorry. I feel like for you, I don't know why it seems like a lot of people around you or in your life are just these leeches and they're, you know, I don't know. It seems like you have a lot of problems with people, and I'm sorry that that happens. A lot of times that happens to people who are high vibe. You know, these people are trying to bring them down. So I commend you for just ignoring her. Again, just to reiterate, that's like her worst fear ever is for her existence to be irrelevant. So you're definitely doing what the best that you can in this situation by just ignoring it and pretending like it's not happening. Um, but you're welcome, Ray. I hope you have a great night. I truly try to stay to myself, and it tends to bother people. Don't you hate that? You're like, look, I'm just trying to do my own thing. Just let me be. It's like because it's all a projection on their own self. Like they feel they deserve attention or they feel they deserve companionship with you or camaraderie or whatever else. When someone's quiet, it's like an immediate perceiving of, oh, they think they're too good for us kind of thing. And it's like, actually, no, I just prefer my own company. Like, why are you taking this so personally? It doesn't make sense. Okay, I just double checked my donations just to make sure nothing really weird and random came through last minute. And it looks like I'm all caught up. So I am going to go ahead and sign off for the night. If you're still hanging in here, thank you so much. I will be here tomorrow, probably sometime tomorrow evening. I'm typically live sometime between like 5:30 and like 9:30, sometimes later than that. But I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your evening. Bye.